Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming out to Soccerplex. This is a historical, monumental moment for the women's game, and we're really excited for Mallory. We're excited for our club, and we're excited for our league, as well as the U.S. women's national team. I think it's a big step for Mallory to take, but it's a step that I think is, again, groundbreaking, but also something that I think we'll see more of in the future, and we're really looking forward to helping Mallory develop and get her to where she needs to be, which is one of the better players for the U.S. women's national team. I think we had a great first day yesterday, getting her in town with her mom and her agent, and showing her around, find a place to live, and then getting her integrated with the team today. I think, as I had told Mallory out in LA, we have great resources, we have a great staff, and we have really phenomenal players and people that are going to embrace her and help her do the same things we're doing on an everyday basis, which is growing and learning and trying to be better.
We're going to open it up to questions. Just raise your hand and get one at a time.
For Jim, Chris, and Shalina, I guess. What was been reported was that there was a lot of talk that Mallory didn't come here, and then just reassured that things have changed here in the last 6 months. How much validity did you put into that, and if so, what has changed and how has it changed?
I just think it was a lack of proper information, and Mallory went through this decision-making process, and she was going to get all the information she could and make the best decision for her after she spoke to the people that are close to her. And I think the talk that you heard and the reports that are out there were prior to us having the chance to present what our club had to offer, and get a chance to make a connection with her and find out what she wanted as in turning pro. What did she want from the club, and what did she want from herself? And once that information was out there, then she took her time and made the decision that was best for her.
Obviously, being a player, I'm focused on this team here, and we're so happy to welcome her. I mean, obviously, a dynamic attacking player and someone who will fit right in perfectly. I think, obviously, with a lot of changes throughout last year, we're growing each and every game, and this is just a positive spark for us right now.
Yeah, I mean, coming in, everyone literally came up to me, introduced themselves, was so welcoming. And then today at training, I felt like I just mashed right in. We were playing around, and there's just smiles all over the field, which I love, because, I mean, if you're not having fun with what you're doing, you're not going to succeed. So I can really tell that everyone is just having fun, but also is very competitive and wants to get better, and that's the vibe I got out today, and I love it.
What factors contributed to your decision to play in the United States rather than Europe?
Yeah, I think for me, at this point in my life, I think staying here in the NWSL, this league is gonna grow so much, and I think that staying here, it's gonna help my growth, and I think it's gonna be better because I can help Washington Spirit win games, and then I can help the national team hopefully win games too.
You had an ankle injury with the injury. How are you feeling physically, mentally, emotionally coming into being a professional?
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling great. After I did leave college, I took a couple weeks off and kind of just let my body rest, and then was starting up to train again, and I'm feeling great, so really excited.
Could you just take us through the timeline for your decision and what factors contributed to particularly deciding this was the right organization?
Yeah, so obviously last year there was rumors that I was going to go to NWSL straight out of high school, but for me I felt like, again, like in life, like you just need to experience stuff, so I deferred the fall and started in January because of the U20 World Cup, and then was there for winter quarter and some of spring quarter. And then this has just been like a lingering thought and kind of decision, but I'm glad I went to UCLA. I mean, it was one of the best experiences of my life. Met great people. Coaches were amazing there. And I think for me, just at this point in my life, I wanted to kind of step out of my comfort zone and push myself into a new level.
Just over the last couple weeks specifically, what were the conversations like that led to you thinking this was the right environment to come into?
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of conversations with some of my close coaches, my parents, my friends, and ultimately it was kind of my decision. And I think I'm happy with my decision. I'm very happy with it. And I think coming here, like I said, everything was just welcoming and it feels good. So.
Coach, for folks who may not be immersed in the league the way some of us are, what does Mallory bring for the Spirit this year, and what she brings?
Well, like I said, we presented to her that this is the best place for her to develop, and that's what we're all trying to do, is develop and get better as players and people. And she's an exciting, dynamic player with a lot of attacking abilities, and she expressed to me the things that she needs to work on, which is a good fit for our style of play. I think she's a good fit at like the 11 or the 10 or somewhere in between there. And when we play two different systems, she will learn how to play that position, and the difference is playing in a 3-back in a wide position or a 4-back in a wide position. And but she's going to bring a lot of energy and a lot of pace and good attacking threat, which is a good fit for us. I see her, like I said, in the 11 type of position, attacking and trying to get to the end line. That's our style of play, is a high pressing, and she wants to get better with her individual defending, but I think she's got the mentality that she's going to press and win the ball back, which is a good fit for all of our attacking players. That's something that we see as an asset in her that fits in well with our team.
How do you adapt or help her adapt? Obviously, she's a first-year pro, but she also has a lot of international experience in the Olympics, matches abroad. So I guess how do you balance that need to help her become a professional, at the same time knowing that she's pretty far along as a player in general?
Yeah, absolutely, and just experiencing an Olympics herself. Obviously already an impressive resume behind her. I think what's important is that we're supportive and we're encouraging, just like we are to every player on the pitch. I think it's about the environment we create, and that team environment where people are allowed to flourish and grow as individuals, but we're working towards our collective goals as a team too. I think it is about having fun as well, and letting her enjoy being a professional. I think you learn a lot from the players around you, and we're here to answer questions, and we're here to push her and help her get better each and every day. So it starts with that support, but then also being there and being a sounding board if she needs it, and growing that connection every day.
Jim, could you just expand on the idea behind a women's player skipping college, going straight into pro?
Mm-hmm.
Why hasn't that happened much before? Is it something that needs to happen for this league or for the sport in general to take the next level? We call this a monumental moment.
Yeah, it's a very natural process, and culturally and socially, girls in this country want to go to college, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think if you look across the globe at professional and top-level international players, they're playing against and competing on a day-to-day basis with professionals. And we get a college player who's 21, and technically and tactically, they're a little bit behind the European player because they've spent the last 4 years playing in college, which is a good thing, and they are certainly a lot farther along than they were at any moment in time. But there comes a point where there's that top elite 1 to 5% of players where they need to be at Mallory's age and younger, competing with pros and women And I think you're going to start to see more of it, and it's not something that's going to be forced. It's a natural process, and we're fortunate to get the first one that's taken that step. And I think you look at developing developmental academies with pro teams, you're going to see more of that, where players who maybe are high school players are training with the pro team if they're psychologically ready for that. And they may go right from the DA right into the professional level, and it's kind of how it works everywhere else in the world. And I think it's been a slower process simply because college has been an important and valuable part of these kids' lives, just as ECNL and youth club soccer has been important in their development. But I think you look at that top percent, and to really challenge them, I think Mal said it best. She wanted to step out of her comfort zone and be challenged and put in a position where she's going to get the best development she can get.
Mallory, when that announcement was finally made on Saturday, what was going through your mind, and just can you talk about what that day was like for you?
Yeah, so actually I went to training in the morning and then made the announcement, and I mean there was a bunch of emotions going on. There was nerves, excitement, everything, but I was just getting flooded with texts and people just supporting me, which is just really heartfelt. And I think for me, it's just having all that support behind me with this next step, even from, I mean, these two, obviously, Jim reached out, but she reached out, and it was amazing, because like it shows that people care. So yeah.
We have time for 2 more quick ones. Anybody else has any?
Does the training allow for your love of ice cream?
I do love ice cream.
It's all part of the fit.
Yeah.
We always have ice cream the day before games.
Yeah.
We'll make sure we have that.
And last one, Jen.
You're 19 years old, you're coming into a team already in season, getting a lot of attention. How do you kind of handle that attention while also trying to adjust to the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it's just all about playing, and I think trying to win games and trying to make an impact, and the most important thing is trying to develop, and again, just having fun with it. So kind of just setting all that stuff aside and coming in, building relationships, and having fun playing soccer is my main thing right now.
I think if I could add to that, it's important that we not have too high expectations for Mallory. I mean, this is a long process, whether it's a 19-year-old or a 30-year-old international has not played in our league. It takes almost a year of games to really feel comfortable and figure it out. So it's important that we, let Mal enjoy the process and really be free just to learn and develop, and not say, all right, she's coming in here to lift this team up. I mean, this team is in a good place, and we're welcoming the injection of energy and youth and quality that she's going to bring without setting the bar way high for her. She's just like any other player that's come in, and we'll have to remind ourselves that she's 19, but we're trying to treat her as just another player on our roster.